Good morning, everyone, and welcome to I Jump Instead on YouTube. Hi there, it's Stephanie, and welcome to today's rebounding class for all ages, for all levels of fitness, and for every body. No matter what, I want you in this class because we can take this class very gently. We can also do it in a more advanced way, and it is been profound even for me to be doing these beautiful low intensity 25-minute routines. It's calming my body, it's also energizing my body, and it's just making a profound difference for me too. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for returning jumpers that are here and they're staying consistent, and I want to welcome all new jumpers. Please come back and be in this class as many days in the week as you can. We are live Sunday through Friday, and we have this video dropping 6 days a week in the live tab of our YouTube channel. It's also in the playlist section in a playlist that's saved in the playlist. But we do go live at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you can join me at that time, I'd be happy to have you here. And thank you for considering us and for being here with us and jumping instead. So we are going to be using a handlebar as always, and we have it usually right at the belly button, so make sure it's at the right level for you. And shoes are optional. Strengthening the feet is the goal, but jumping with shoes can be fun and enjoyable, and it can be a good experience as well. We want to stay neutral with that. And please go at your own pace. Not every single rebounder has the same resistance or the same bounce pace. So please honor your fitness level and go at your own perfect pace, even if that means looking away from the camera and just listening to my instruction and honoring your body. We want to have perfect posture. We want to have our chin level to the ground. We want to have our feet in an appropriate width of a stance so it's not too wide or narrow, depending on the moves that we're doing. Sometimes we open the legs and have a more wider stance, but we rarely ever have a narrow stance. Even hip width is somewhat too narrow for most moves, so just past hip width stance and a nice upright posture with the core engaged. So let's get that core engaged starting now. And let's begin class. Starting with health bounce. Let's go ahead and lift the back of the head upright. Feet are in a slightly wider position, not too wide, toes just slightly out. That's how I like to stand. It feels really good for me. And I want to lift my chest up. Chin is level. Hands bouncing on the bar. You can hold the bar however you want to. You could even do this without holding the bar. It's completely up to you. So let's lift the spine. Let's try to see if we can lengthen the spine, get a little bit taller. And my feet are flat on the mat, but I am pumping into the heels just a little bit. I feel like we can do a flat foot bounce. We can do a heel pump bounce. It really doesn't matter as long as we're feeling that the pace we're moving right now as we begin this exercise is just perfect for us. So let's lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's keep the toes facing forward. Let's keep one hand on the bar and let's rotate our chest to the side of the room to the best we can. Lift the spine and see if you can get your shoulders square to in a diagonal, or excuse me, a 90-degree angle. And let's take the back arm and let's reach it out straight behind us, palm facing down. And let's lengthen that arm and see if we can create that nice twist in the spine where we're gently bouncing and opening up the lower back and the mid back. And let's lengthen that arm for 3, 2, reach it out, 1, and let's switch sides. Chest faces the other side, lifting the spine, core is engaged, toes stay forward, reach behind you, palm facing down, and feel that reach in the arm. Feel that lengthening. Ooh, yes. Reaching it out under the arms is getting nice and long, feeling good. Breathing through the nose, that is also part of the proper form throughout the entire class, in and out throughout the nose. Reach it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the bar. Let's bring our shoulders and hips forward. And I also want you to bring the chin forward. Gently bouncing in this nice deep stretch in the back. See if you can push the hips and shoulders forward a little bit more along with that chin. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and bring the shoulders and hips back. I'll show you from the side and tuck the chin in. See if you can get your back into that nice, beautiful arc. Feet are flat, and we're gently bouncing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's face the bar, and now let's lean to one side so we have the majority of our weight in the standing leg here, and let's lift the arm up. We have this foot connected to the mat just on the top half of the foot, and let's reach and bounce. Let's bring the arm down, and I like to reach as I rotate the arm down, and let's switch so our weight is shifted into this leg and reach over. Breathing through in the nose, let's just get into a nice graceful reach and sway to the other side. Going a little bit deeper into the waist and into the arm reach as we go. One more time on each side. See if you can keep your shoulder back. Three, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead, put our feet or hands on the bar, and let's bring our chin down to the chest. Let's go ahead and lift the chest up though. We don't want to hunch forward. We want to lift the chest, chin to chest, and let's rotate the head to the side. And I want you to go at your own pace here, rotating the head back and forth or side to side. And I want you to feel the side of the neck stretching out, the back of the neck stretching out. Breathing through the nose is the key component to this movement. It really takes us further into relaxation, deep stretching, activation. And then we can begin to lift the chin up and start to feel the face stretching, the jawline, the throat. Breathing into it, going slightly deeper with every rotation. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and rock side to side here. So let's focus on maybe lifting one heel at a time. That's what happens naturally when I rock side to side. And then as we rock, I want us to, once we lean onto one side, I want you to pull that shoulder up, up. And now let's rock here and do the boogie. Keeping the chest up, let's go ahead and touch our tummy and see if we can have the core muscles engaged, the waist, the lower back. Since we're upright, we are engaging the whole core here as we're rocking back and forth, creating more mobility and flexibility in the waist, breathing through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and do a little low jog, just for a few minutes here. Hands on the bar is an option. So you can do one hand or no hands, that's my suggestion. And I want you to start to bring each elbow back so we can open up the shoulders and the chest and the upper back. And we're just barely lifting the feet. You don't even have to lift the feet off the mat. You can keep the toes touching at all times. And I land into one heel at a time, one flat foot at a time. Chest is upright, breathing through the nose. Great job. Let's go ahead and put our hands on the core. Noticing that we are connecting to the core. We're connecting to the core muscles for stability. Contracting the core muscles just a little bit so we can still breathe through the nose helps us to create a balance in our landing. We want to land on each foot or each leg with equal weight distribution to the best of our ability. And using those core muscles helps us to land evenly back and forth, back and forth. It helps us to improve our balance and coordination, and it comes from the core. Chin is level here. We're still breathing through the nose. How does the lower back feel? I want the lower back to be connected just like the tummy and the waist. Everything is connected, mind to core connection, mind to symmetry connection. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Now let's put our feet in a wide stance, toes slightly outward. Let's bend the knees just a little bit and let's walk. This is an amazing activation for the quads, and it can go from very easy. We can keep our feet connected to the mat. We can lift up and have kind of like a heel or the top of the foot to the heel landing, and we can lift it all the way up just like that. It's fine any way we want to do it, as long as we have the core muscles engaged, the chest is up, the chin is level, breathing through the nose, and we're getting the activation that we desire. We want to continue breathing through our nose. So if this movement brings the heart rate up too much and forces us to open our mouth for air, we want to slow it down, or we want to stand up a little taller. And if we're looking for more of a challenge, we can bend the knees a little bit more. Let's keep those core muscles engaged. If you're doing great and you want to pick it up with me, we'll just do a little 10-second burst or sprint, and we're just going to pick it up a little bit, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, core is engaged. 1, breathing through the nose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to a walk. And let's go ahead and do that one more time. We're just going to pick it up for 10 seconds, do a little interval. That was the word I was looking for. And then we'll come back down to a walk. I'll give you a 5-second countdown. If you want to bend your knees a little bit more or less this time, let's see if you can give yourself a little challenge. Core is engaged, nose breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and back to a walk. If you want to go ahead and health bounce, you can do that. You can have your heels pumping off the mat, or you can keep your feet flat against the mat. It's entirely up to you. Let's lift the spine, chin is level. Let's feel a lengthening in the spine, shoulders come down, and hands on the bar is optional. See if you can stabilize and put your feet in just the perfect width in order to have a nice stable bounce. Core is also contributing to your stability. We're going to do our sit bouncing with arms, and today I'm going to stand. I'm going to rotate, and so we will sit again tomorrow. And we're going to activate the arms, our new favorite arm activation move. 3, 2, and 1. So here we go. We're going to let's put the arms kind of stiff and notice that they come up and down with us, okay? So now you notice that maybe you can start to take your palms and push them downward with the down bounce. So this is one way to do it, because there are 2 ways to do it. We can also do it the opposite way, where we have the arms coming up in the down bounce. So just know that just having the stiff arms will put you into this beautiful arm activation automatically, just keeping your hands with the bounce. Or you can do the opposite. And I want us to engage the core muscles, and I want us to start to get those arms activated. So we are working with gravity here, and we are keeping our palms up, fingers closed, core engaged, and start to feel that resistance being applied to the shoulders, to the entire arms, the chest and the upper back, as well as the core muscles. And let's focus on that nose breath. I'm just pumping the heels. The top half of the feet are connected to the mat at all times. And there's a lot of potential here. We can lift the arms up. We can bring the shoulders back. We can do it more quickly and vigorously, or we can slow it down, and then we can do both styles where we're pumping with the bounce or we're pumping opposite. Either one works. Do you feel your arms activating? How about those core muscles? We have 1 more minute. Take breaks if you need to. If your arms get fatigued, just rest your arms and then bring it back up. See if you can feel the opportunity to push your arms up in a way that helps you to sink a little bit deeper into your mat. Core muscles stabilizing your bounce. See if you can spread your shoulders apart just a little bit. Relaxing the back of the neck. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Hands on the bar. Let's scoot up a little bit on the mat and let's push our glute muscles forward. So we're doing a hip thrust. This is excellent for strengthening the hips, the glutes, the entire glutes, and the hamstrings, and the core muscles as well. Let's have those core muscles incorporated into this thrust, this hip thrust hold. I want us all to be getting a bit stronger in our lower back and our hips and our glutes. And this is an excellent way to get these muscles activated. And then we're massaging these activated muscles with every down bounce. So I'm just pumping the heels. I prefer having my hands on the bar, but it is an option. You can definitely take your hands off the bar. Whichever one, whichever form, hands on or off, will help you to connect to the symmetry into both glutes. And we do not have to flex hard at all. We can just have a forward push and hold it and still get amazing benefits with strengthening and creating firmer, denser glutes and hamstrings and a stronger lower back and hips. We can also be pushing forward, breathing through the nose. And I like to teach in the advanced classes, I like to teach that with the exhale, we can notice that there's an opportunity to squeeze a little bit harder into those glutes. So we can inhale through the nose, exhale, and just a little enhancement with the squeeze, connecting to each glute symmetrically. So they're both activated and they both feel good. Release the glutes whenever you need to, take a break, and then just get back to it. And you'll feel the lower back also is engaging. I feel like this move is creating a sculpt in the very top of my glutes. It's like the lowest part of my back is getting a strength here because of this hip thrust. So let's keep the chest up and also connecting to the sides of the glutes and the under part of the glute too. Connecting mind to muscle. It's something we practice each day and we can perfect or get better at it over time. So we still have about 25 more seconds. Try to relax the shoulders. And we're holding the glutes. Another opportunity here would be like glute pumps. So release and squeeze, release and squeeze. Just like that. We can do it to the beat of the bounce, or we can do it every 2 bounces, every 3 bounces. There's so much potential here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next up, let's go ahead and activate the core muscles by lifting one leg up at a time. And I want you to step toward the top, but just leave about 4 inches from the edge of the mat. And I want you to lift your spine, hold the bar, lift one leg off the mat, and then I want you to lengthen the leg as much as you can, having lengthening be the focus. So lift, knee is parallel to the ground, leg is parallel, knee down, up, and down. Going at your own pace is what I recommend. See if you can get a little bit of a contraction in the quad as the toe comes out. Let's do 2 more on each side. Breathing through the nose. See if you can get those core muscles engaged. Maybe even feel the core muscles as the leg is lifted, and you'll feel a contraction there. It's activating those core muscles. 1 more on this side. And let's switch to, actually let's bounce for just 10 seconds here. And then we'll switch to the side leg lifts. So we are holding the bar. Let's get our foot planted into the mat just off the middle. And we'll lift and bend the knee, and then we'll lengthen the leg straight out, bend the knee. Did I put my foot down? No, I didn't. Let's do it. Down, lifted, and up. Oh, we're switching. And down, lift, and up. Bring it back and down. Keep that chest up, and let's do the best form that we can, staying very stable and symmetrical on both sides. That's the ticket here. That's the goal. That's a great activator for the side of the waist. Lengthening the leg muscle is part of the equation. See if you can reach and lengthen that leg. Breathing through the nose. Let's push it. Let's push it and do 1 more on each side. And let's take a second to do some health pump. And we're gonna do back reaches. You stay facing the bar. I'm gonna show you from the side. Switching legs, we're gonna bring the knee up. I want you to bring your calf up to your hamstring as much as you can with that lift, and then lengthen and reach the leg, keeping your shoulders square. Bring it down and up, reach, bring it in and down. Squeeze the calf to hamstring, lengthen the leg with the shoulders square, bring it in and down. Up, reach, lower back gets engaged and the glute, and down. 2 more on each side. Up, lengthen, bring it in, down. Up, lengthen, bring it in. 1 more on each side. Breathing through the nose. Perfect job. Let's go ahead and health bounce here. Let's put our feet not too wide, just right. Connecting to our health pump, our health bounce, the most important move we can do on a rebounder. Both legs bouncing into the mat simultaneously. Straight spine, core is engaged. And let's go ahead and reach our arms, palms facing forward. I want you to lift your chest. Shoulders not hunched forward, not pushed back, just right in the center there. And let's reach those arms, palms forward, and wiggle the fingers. Feet are flat bouncing or a slight heel pump. Wiggle the thumbs, the fingers. See if you can feel the extra lengthening in the arms with every down pump. See if you can match that extra down bounce stretch with your own effort to reach, taking it a little bit deeper. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's put our hands on the bar. Let's step off just 3/4 of the way to the edge, and let's lengthen the leg, holding the bar. Bouncing is optional. Let's do 3 ankle rotations in each side. Core is engaged, chest is up, chin is level. 3, 2, switching sides. Here we go. See if you can lengthen that leg a little bit, feeling that extension in the calves and the shins. Switching sides. Here we go. Switching sides, 1 more time on each side. Lengthen the knee, the hamstring, the quad, those ankles, the shins and calves. Let's go ahead and do a toe spread. Open those toes, and then we'll switch and just do a toe spread here. 3, 2, and 1. And back to our posture. just right with the feet, health pumping. Let's take one hand here. Let's put one hand up here and let's do our lung breath. So we're going to bring it down like this. For 3 exhales, short brief exhales, we're going to open those lungs up. So we just open like this, and I'll show you. Here we go. And let's go ahead and switch sides. 3, 2, 1. And let's do it again on each side. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. One more time on each side. 3, 2, 1. You also have the option, this is working for me too. You also have the option of putting both arms up. And you don't have to do it that fast. You can just do one and then another one. This is very cleansing to the lungs. It opens up the diaphragm, and we are getting lots of comments that are suggesting that this is truly helping them in more ways than they can even imagine. All right, let's go ahead and do our last move. Let's pull the ear. One ear at a time. Let's lengthen. Let's open the ear canal gently, okay? Gently. For the first few months that I did this, one side had pain. Not severe pain, it was just sore. And it's gone. And I didn't even notice that it went away. So that's great. I don't know why it was sore, but it was. Breathe through the nose. Rehabbing is part of our jumping journey, and breathing through the nose takes rehab and it speeds up the time. Nose breathing deeply. It automatically is taking our circulation up a notch, and it is your connection. Your nose breathing brings you to is more present. Let's switch sides here. Nose breathing makes you more present, and your mind to the injury or the place where you're wanting the most activation. Nose breathing helps you to connect better. 3, 2, and 1. And that is all for today's free 20-minute daily class. How'd you like the routine? I ask if you could please give us a thumbs up. That helps the algorithm in YouTube. If you want to share this routine or tell your friends and family about the opportunity to bounce, it's safe for all ages. As you know, we're so excited about jumping being a part of the fitness industry, and we can all incorporate jumping to not only enhance our health and our greatest health potential, but also to enhance our performance in life, whether it be just doing our daily life or helping us to connect better to our sports strength and our endurance, our cardiovascular health, our muscle strength, our flexibility. Everything is involved. Everything gets enhanced with bouncing. So we're so glad you're in this class with us. We also have more free classes available on this YouTube channel in the playlist section. And some of you aren't subscribed, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already so you don't miss another routine. All of these videos are posted in the live tab, but we also have lots of videos in the playlists. So check those out for sure. I ask that you make sure to drink water. I always will say that, and Sally and I will always say that hydration is a key component to cleansing and to healing and to creating the healthiest body that you can. So make sure you're hydrating, and we also want to invite you to our Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group where you can ask us questions and connect with other jump stars. We also are on Instagram. And if you're looking for a high quality rebounder by chance with a handlebar, you can check out ijumpinstead.com, has our favorite rebounders. And we also describe why we specifically like the rebounders that we jump on. This is a Cellar-Sizer rebounder. There is more information at ijumpinstead.com and cellarsize.com. Thank you again for joining me, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. And thanks for being here, and thanks for being consistent. Lots of love. Bye-bye.